Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining in. Hope you enjoyed that super cool countdown. Thank you for your patience. We just had a stream end, and hopefully some of y'all are coming from that and you really enjoyed that stream. Definitely, I'm sure y'all had fun during that AI agents and MCP servers on Clarify session. So let us know if you enjoyed that session, and if you're just coming from that, hopefully you are, and hopefully you'll stay tuned to hear what's going on today in Global Hack Week for day 4. So let us know where y'all are streaming from, and let us know how your previous sessions have been going. Hopefully you've enjoyed Global Hack Week so far. We're on day 4, so we've had a lot of sessions so far. I see Flying Girl says, yes, it was fun. Great. Super glad to hear that. That was definitely a very, very helpful workshop and a very knowledgeable workshop. So hopefully y'all got some super cool information that you can use for your future skills and for your future projects as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If y'all have any thoughts about day 4 or about anything else that's been going on during Global Hack Week, make sure you drop it down in the chat. By the way, I still have this check-in link highlighted. I also put it in the chat. Please make sure to check in. Y'all get points just for being here. I see so many of y'all watching this stream, and I want to make sure that you're getting the points for your bragging rights, to make sure that you can brag with your other friends and brag with people that aren't in Major League Hacking about how many streams you've attended. So since you took the time to be here today, please make sure that you go ahead and check in at that link so we can count you here. We're going to go ahead and get started. So welcome to day 4 of GenAI Week. Today is officially kicking off day 4. Well, right now, I'm sure y'all have maybe gone to a couple of streams today if it's a different time zone, but we are officially kicking off day 4 today. Super excited about that. I'm going to take the banner away just so we can focus on the slides, but it's in the chat if y'all need the check-in link. So, meet your MLHers. I'm Varshini. I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. And a fun fact about me is I've moved around about 13 times in my life. So if any of y'all have moved or you've moved around a lot, definitely feel free to put that in the chat. I love hearing about people's experiences moving around. It was definitely very crazy moving around that a lot of times. And I always love hearing about experiences. So let me know if you've moved around a lot too. So I just wanted to check in really quick and see how yesterday was for y'all. Did you enjoy it? Were there any super fun streams that you went to that you want to talk about, that you want to shout out? Any streamers that you thought were really interesting, that were very engaging? Feel free to put anything in the chat and I'll highlight you and we can talk about your experiences. I'll wait for like 1 to 2 minutes to see if anyone is able to respond to anything, but definitely feel free to let me know. There were a couple of different sessions yesterday. We had the API session, which I actually ran, and then we had the Figma with Ryan, the strategic AI with Quinn, and then we had the AI agents and the MCP servers that just ended right now. So if any of y'all went to any of those streams, please drop that in the chat and we can talk about it. But if not, we can also go ahead and move on to a recap. So we mainly do this recap for y'all so that you know what events happened yesterday. I know that a lot of y'all are not able to make it to some of these sessions because they might not be in your local time zone. You might have had a conflict. Maybe you had something else going on during that time. Totally no worries at all. That's why we stream these videos. That's why we're recording them to YouTube and to Twitch as well. We do that just so y'all can have access to these videos after, and that so you can watch these videos. So when I go over this recap, pay super close attention. If any of these videos sound interesting to you, please go ahead and watch them, and they'll be available on YouTube for whenever y'all want to watch. So don't feel pressured to go right now. You can go at any point. Oh, Flying Girl says, yesterday was awesome. Oh my God. And the best session was your session API. Very cool and informative. Yay. Super glad to hear that. I always love when people take very engaging knowledge from my session. So super glad to hear that you liked that. But yeah, I did run an API, intro to API session. So if any of y'all want to learn more about APIs or want a bigger understanding of what APIs are, or just want a quick refresher, I did run a session yesterday, so go ahead and check that out on YouTube. But thank you, Flying Girl. Love that engagement. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the recap. Feel free to jump in and out. So we went and we explored APIs. So this is actually my stream. That's me on there. I explored APIs, did a quick introduction into what an API is, and that was super fun. Yeah, this is Karate Kid. We made a really fun web app that helped us find movies by searching up titles. So it was super cool. We had a lot of improved functionality. So that was very fun. Definitely make sure to check that out if you are interested in APIs. Then we explored design with Figma Dev Mode. This stream was with Ryan. And by the way, this specific screenshot is super, super important for y'all because even though the stream is over, like I said, the YouTube video is always available online, but specifically, you can actually get Figma Dev Mode still at this link. So any of y'all missed this stream or you're watching this today in Global Hack Week stream later and you're realizing that you want that link, make sure you go ahead and sign up. You still can do that. It's just mlh.link/Figma. So I can actually go ahead and put that in the chat too if y'all aren't able to see that properly. But it's in the chat. So definitely make sure to click on that link and get access to that. Figma Dev Mode is super cool and it gives you a lot of access to very cool features that Ryan talks about in his stream. So make sure you check that out as well if you've been wanting to get some more interaction with Figma or if you've been wanting to develop a little bit more as well. Then we designed strategic AI for social games. So Quinn gave us a very, very cool stream about designing an AI for games. And definitely make sure to check that out if you've been wanting to make a project a little bit more interactive and a little bit more fun. Definitely make sure you check out that stream. It's a very long stream and Quinn put a lot of effort into that stream. So definitely make sure you check that out if you're interested in those types of games. Then we worked on AI agents and created custom MCP servers on Clarify. So we actually just did this now. Maybe some of y'all are coming fresh off of that session, but we had an amazing session. Make sure that y'all sign up for Clarify using that link at the bottom. It was a really cool section about Clarify and making agents. So check that out if y'all are interested in that. And if you weren't able to make it, even if it was just now, don't worry about it. You can always go back and watch that video. That'll be on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and present online. Also, y'all worked really great on challenges. So throughout Global Hack Week, y'all have been doing great on working on these challenges and submitting to these challenges. So let's go over a couple of them. So first, we wanted to shout out specifically the certificate. We completed GitHub quests and redeemed certificates. So this is for Sanjidor Raman. So super great congratulations for completing the enhanced development with GitHub Copilot integration quest on Wilco. You completed that super recently. So very great congratulations. Did that today. So these are really great example of why y'all should be doing challenges. You get swag points, and you also get these super cool certificates from really big companies. So definitely make sure y'all go ahead and do these certificates and these challenges. Next, we have the ARM developer program. So we're shouting out someone specifically, Shri Kirtana has signed up for the ARM developer program. That's one of our challenges that we have going on. So y'all should definitely do that as well, because not only are you getting to access these challenges and get the points from this as well, you're getting to sign up for these really cool programs. Like you can see in this email, you get an access to community, you get resources, and you get to participate in a lot of different workshops. So it's a very great resource. Definitely make sure you sign up and go to this developer program when y'all get the time. This is one of our challenges. It's available on our challenges link. So definitely make sure you check that out. Then for our next challenge, you tried out AI models in the Clarify playground. So definitely make sure to check this out if you want some more background on Clarify. We just had a stream that went on about Clarify, and we've had a couple during this week as well. So make sure you want to check this out if you want to build AI agents within Clarify. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely make sure you check out our streams and also check out the challenges that we've been doing regarding this as well. And next, we've got up another challenge. We worked on an inquiry chatbot using generative AI with Oracle Apex. So this is another super cool challenge. We've had an Oracle Apex stream as well, and that was very, very interesting to watch. So if y'all weren't there for that, had a conflict, any reason, make sure you check out that video on YouTube. It was a really cool stream about Oracle Apex. And bonus points, if you watch that stream, you can go ahead and apply for this challenge as well, which is a super cool challenge. So definitely make sure you do that. You can make your own chatbot, especially like an inquiry chatbot, which is very cool. And finally, our last challenge up for today, we created posters using GenAI. So this is a super cool, very low barrier to entry challenge. Definitely make sure y'all go ahead and submit to this challenge. We can create a poster with GenAI for something like AI for social good. So you can see how good this poster looks. And if you want your poster featured, definitely make sure you're submitting that challenge and submitting the other challenges as well while you're at it to get those points. So that was kind of a quick recap of all of the challenges. So now let's go over what we're going to be doing today. What is on the schedule for today is what I'm going to be covering now. So I'm going to post that link for y'all really quick and make sure that y'all can access this link and check out the schedule for today. We've got a lot of super important, super cool streams and games going on today that are really important for y'all to look at. So make sure you check out that schedule. Going into what the streams are. So we've got Booley. They're doing a what is fine tuning session at 4 p.m. ET or 1:30 a.m. IST. I know that's a little bit early for those of y'all in India, but don't worry, we are recording all the videos. So if you're not able to make it, don't worry, you can always watch the YouTube video later. And in this session, we're going to be learning how to customize AI models for your own projects. So if y'all have ever built an AI model before or used an existing AI model, you might realize that the output might not be exactly what you want. So that's exactly what Booley is going to teach you in this fine-tuning session, how to fine-tune your AI model to get you the output that you want. Then I'm actually running the next event. I'm running the Scribble.io mini event at 7 p.m. ET or 4:30 a.m. IST. If y'all have been going to a lot of these technical streams and just want a really quick break from hacking, or you want to meet more of your community members, definitely feel free to come to this mini event. I love Scribble.io. Definitely a fun game, especially in Discord voice chats. It's a very fun game. A lot of hilarity ensues. So definitely make sure you join. It's a little bit later for those of y'all in IST, so hopefully you're up by then. This one's not going to be recorded. This is just a quick little fun mini event. So if you want to join, make sure you join in our Discord voice channel, and I will post an announcement about that closer to the time. Next up, we've got Alberto's doing another session with setting up your local GenAI. Alberto's doing a part 2. So make sure you join Alberto at 8 p.m. ET or 5:30 a.m. IST. And you're going to learn how to run GenAI tools without the cloud. So this is going to be part 2 of the session that Alberto's already done. So if y'all haven't seen that session yet, but you want to go to this one, definitely make sure that you check out part 1 before you go to part 2, because Alberto's definitely covered a lot of important topics that you'll need for part 2. Alberto is also running another stream after that. Alberto is running the RAG 101 part 1 stream. Make sure to join him at 10 p.m. ET or 7:30 a.m. IST and get introduced to the basics of retrieval augmented generation. So if y'all have ever wondered what RAG is or what retrieval augmented generation is, definitely make sure to check out that stream. And this is part 1 of a couple of parts of the stream. So make sure to check that out if you're interested in learning what RAG is. Then we've got Quinn up with our next stream doing automatic prompt engineering and generation. Make sure to join him at 4 a.m. ET or 1:30 p.m. IST. Now we've switched it around. It might be a little bit early for those of y'all in ET, but IST, it's going to be just your cup of tea. It's going to be perfect timing for y'all. So in this stream, Quinn's going to teach you the best practices involved in prompt engineering, and he's going to explore how you can automate that process. So if you've ever been like, oh, I want to set this prompt, but I don't think it's good enough, or I want some more help, Quinn's going to teach you how to do that and how to automate that process as well. Then we've got Kari up with our next stream doing AI-powered EdTech hacks. This is going to be part one of many parts of this stream. Join Kari at 9 a.m. ET or 6:30 p.m. IST. In this stream, we're going to be exploring how AI can transform education by building your own EdTech hacks. So if any of y'all are interested in educational technology, maybe you're in education, maybe you're interested in education, make sure to check out this stream with Kari. Then, if you really like this stream and you want to know what's going on tomorrow in Global Hack Week, Day 5, make sure to join Quinn tomorrow at 12 p.m. ET or 9:30 p.m. EST. Quinn's going to let you know all about the streams that are happening on Day 5 and going to recap a couple of the streams that happened today after this ends and we go over the streams for the rest of Day 4. So make sure you head out to that Day 5 link to see what's going to happen on Day 5. So make sure y'all are checking into the main Global Hack Week event. This is super important for us. This is not just the general check-in link. This is our general main event Global Hack Week check-in link. So definitely make sure you are checking into that link. It's very, very important that y'all check in for that. And next important link, I'm going to give y'all like a barrage of links coming in, but these are all super important for you and good for you. They are all very, very short and very small. So definitely make sure you click on these links and go ahead and do whatever actions are on these slides. Specifically for this one, this is our demo link. So if y'all want to demo a project that you've built during GenAI Week or a project that you've built externally that you're super proud of, make sure you submit to this link. We've got our MLH team reviewing these projects, and hopefully you'll be able to demo your project. I think that's super cool. You get to demo in front of your MLH community members. So definitely submit something if you've made something during a stream and you think it's super cool, or if you've got another project that you think is super cool as well. So there is that link as well. Make sure y'all submit to a demo. Another link, super long, sorry, but this is also really, really important for us. Make sure that y'all are submitting to this feedback link. We really want to make Global Hack Week the best it can be for y'all and get the most amount of value for you. So if you could fill this feedback link out, that would be super duper amazing. Usually you'll do these after every stream because it's like the feedback is fresh in your mind. But even if you forgot, no worries. You can always go ahead and submit that link at any time. It would be great if y'all could do that just so that all of our streamers and MLHers can get some feedback on their streams and Global Hack Week in general so that you can get even more value out of your time here. I'm open for some Q&A now, so if y'all have any questions about Global Hack Week, about any of the MLHers, about me specifically, feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to be on here for maybe 3 to 5 more minutes, depending on how many questions come in. But that's the end of our Today in Global Hack Week Day 4 stream. If y'all don't have any questions, or if you don't want to stick around to see if any of your questions get answered. But thank y'all so much for coming. Thank you for paying attention. Hopefully this was useful for you and you were able to get a quick recap of Day 3 and get to know what's going on for Day 4. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'll leave pretty soon if there aren't any questions. I see Rockazent posted a cat emoji. Hello, I love cats. And Brock the Rock posted an MLH logo. I love MLH as well. So super great stickers that y'all are choosing there. I'm going to play some background music just so it doesn't get too awkward. But if no questions come in, I'll drop off in a little bit. But thank y'all for paying attention. Ooh, Ooh, okay, so we've got a couple of questions. Flying Girl asks, how does one join MLH and become a host like yourself? Great question. So there's a couple of different ways that you can join Major League Hacking. We've got a couple of job posts up, so I definitely recommend going to that webpage. I think if you just search up MLH job posts, it should come up, but let me check and see if I can just get that for you really quick. Yes, I can. Perfect. So we've got a couple of careers at MLH that you can join. So specifically right now, we're just hiring for event representatives and technical content streamers. So I'm a coach for Major League Hacking, which means that I go to a couple hackathons and coach at these hackathons. I also do technical streams just because I love Major League Hacking and I love giving back to the community. So if you just want to be a host and just want to do these streams, feel free to apply to that technical content streamer role. Make sure you meet the requirements under that role. If you want to be a coach as well, coaches get to do streams as well. So definitely make sure you check that out. Just make sure you apply through that website that I sent and you should be set. Oh, Shraddha says, thanks, it was great. Great, glad to hear. Oh, Abe says, finger red number 1. Yay. Shraddha says, bye, bye. I'm going to play the music again. I'll wait for a little bit for some more questions, but if none, I will drop off in a bit. Rock the Rock asks, where can I find local hackathons? Great question. So you can just search up hackathons near me. But if you're specifically looking for MLH hackathons, we've got a list online. And here it is. So these are the hackathons left for our 2025 season. Our 2026 season is starting very, very soon. In fact, y'all should go to our Global Hack Week season launch. That's when we will be starting our new season. Super exciting. So there's a couple of events left for 2025. And if you scroll down, you can see the previous events from the 2025 season that has happened before this. So you can see if there were some other events that happened near you during that time. But other than that, if you're looking for any hackathons that aren't MLH hackathons, you could just Google like local hackathons near me and they should come up. Hopefully that answered your question. Doo-doo. Rock the Rock asks, do hackers get ranked based on skills or such? If you're talking about how hackers get ranked at a hackathon, specifically at a hackathon, it's based on your project. So it's the project that you'll demo to judges. Each hackathon has its own rules, but typically judges have a rubric that they follow uniformly for all participants. And they rate these participants like usually on like a scale of 1 to 5 from like technical competency, real world impact, and some other categories like that. But if you do go to a hackathon, make sure you check out the rules for that hackathon and how they are judging those events, because they definitely do vary from event to event. But if you're asking about something else about how hackers get ranked, let me know in the chat and then I can answer that question too. Yay, love to hear it. Okay, I'm gonna wait around for just one more minute and see if anyone has any last minute questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna head out so y'all can get some of your time back and that you don't have to wait here while nobody has any questions. But if you do have any questions that I'm not able to answer because I'm leaving right now, but if you have any questions later on, definitely make sure you put them in the Discord. We've got MLH staff that are definitely always willing to help y'all. If you have a problem, put in a support ticket in the Discord. We've got community members that can help you with anything. So definitely make sure to let us know if you have any questions. I'm gonna log off now, but thank y'all so much for your time and for showing up to the stream. Really appreciate y'all staying all the way through and getting to know what Global Hack Week Day 4 looks like. So thank y'all so much. Really appreciate you being here and have a great day. Bye.